Because I'm Batman.
That was awful. I apologize. Hey guys, this is Jimmy Davis. I'm going to give you some quick update, hopefully quick updates about what's going to come in the next month from me. A little bit more down the future too for a couple of things, and FruityStories collab too. And like I said, I'm going to try to make this quick, but I think it's going to be a little bit long, so if you can just sit through the entire thing, or at least listen through the entire thing, I would appreciate it, because because I'm sure there's going to be some sort of important things I'm going to be saying here. Not like super important, but you'll probably want to hear it anyway. As you may know, if you've checked out the information on my channel, I started this YTP channel last year in October, and so I'm coming up to my 1 year anniversary in YTP, so I'm going to be doing some different videos this month for my 1 year anniversary. I'm not going to be doing any more YTPs this month, just so you know that. There's going to be one. I have a collab entry for Ryan YTP's 50-minute YTP collab challenge, and so it's it was just made in 50 minutes. So it's I had the first joke that happens in that video. I had that planned out at one point that I thought would work as a way to make a YTP of what that is, the source that I used in that. But other than that, everything else was just kind of made up as I went along. And I actually screen captured the whole thing when I was editing it, so I'll have that going up as well. So if you're into making YTPs, I would really suggest joining that collab too. It's still open, I think, till the 20th, I want to say, of October. And it's a lot of fun to do. It's really a good challenge if you're into making YouTube poops. So, but anyway, aside from that, I should, on the topic of collabs, I need to talk about the FruityStories collab really quick. I just wanted to kind of remind you that, you still have until October 31st to get your entries made, and, it's not to try to rush anything. If you're in the process of making one, you don't rush it. You should really take your time to do it. It's just to kind of remind you that the deadline is coming up soon, and if you haven't thought of joining it up till this point, you still have plenty of time to join it. It's just that it's, the month is probably going to go by a lot faster than you think. So at this point, there are 18 entries to the collab, and so it's 45 minutes, over 45 minutes at this point, and I haven't even made my entry, and Young J97 hasn't made his yet, so it's going to be a pretty long collab. And I've seen a lot of entries that have been left public instead of unlisted. That's one of the rules, is to make it unlisted. So if you have a collab entry up and it's public, then if you could make it unlisted, that would be really nice. Or if you're unable to make it unlisted because of a copyright strike or whatever, then after I've got it, commented on it saying that I got it, then you can just make it private until the collab is done. And then there's a couple of rules that I did want to go over, just kind of clarify. The one being that there's the time limit. I want to say I set it at 2 to 5 minutes. I just picked whatever was the time limit for the original one, the original FruityStories collab, and you can go a little bit over or under that time limit. That's more of a suggestion. I would prefer it if you stayed somewhere in 2 to 5 minutes, but if you go like 2 minutes over or like a minute under, it's probably not going to be that big of an issue. As long as, if you're going over, just don't force it. Don't try to make it really long. If it's interesting the whole way through, then it doesn't matter if it's 6 or 7 minutes long. I've only rejected 3 entries. One of them was because because it was too short. It was only 25 seconds long, but I I forget who it was, but I just asked them to make it longer, and so they did. And then another one was because the sources were just like recorded right off of a TV screen, so it was just because the quality was really bad in that one. And then another one was because of a misunderstanding with what Spadinner was. And that's another thing I need to clarify, is that when I said no Spadinner jokes, I was really referring to lazy meme replacement, not, I've noticed that Spadinner joke, when you say Spadinner, a lot of people tend to just think of the CDI sources. And when I was saying Spadinner jokes, I meant just meme replacement using CDI. You can use CDI sources in your YTP, and you can even use the overused lines like spaghetti and dinner and stuff, just as long as you do it in a way that's unique and funny or entertaining. And actually in my entry I'm using the CDI sources at one point too, so you can use the sources, bottom line. Just try to be more creative than meme replacement. That's my biggest issue right now, is with meme replacement. If it doesn't take any effort to come up with a joke, then it's not going to be a funny joke in the end. Now to get into the updates for what's going to be coming in October. So like I said, this is going to be the 1-year anniversary of when I started YouTube. And so I'm going to be doing a series of non-YTP videos. I'm going to have, the 50-minute collab is going to be up, but like I said, or 50-minute collab entry is going to be up, but like I said, that's nothing really that special. So what I'm going to do, instead of having YTPs for the month of October, I'm going to return to YTPs like at the beginning of November. I want to try to do one like November 1st maybe even. I'm working on a few different YTPs actually at the moment. And of course I'm working on the FruityStories collab entry, which one thing I forgot to mention was that I think I might not even post that as a separate video. I might, but maybe I'll upload it as unlisted and then keep the FruityStories entries playlist, just put it in there, because I'm making a playlist of all the accepted entries, so maybe I'll just upload it as unlisted and just put it in there. So anyway, that being said, instead of YTPs for the month of October, I have a bunch of videos planned out that will be, let me see, I'm going to try to remember all of them that I've thought of. Hopefully I'll remember to do all of them through the month of October, but I know I want to make the first thing I came up with, I think, was doing a commentary track. I want to, audio and video commentary track. It would be basically like a reaction video, except it's, I'll be doing all of my YTPs right in a row, all in one big long video, so that way it's, your subscription feed box doesn't end up getting spammed with a bunch of stupid commentary videos you might not even be interested in. It's just going to be all in one big video. I think I'm going to do that one probably near the end of the month. I know my first video was uploaded the 28th. I'm not sure when my channel was created, but I know the first video was uploaded on the 28th. So I think I might want to try, I want to try to get that one uploaded, like I said, on the 28th, on the anniversary of when my first video was made public. And then I'm also going to do a highlights reel of my first year. I think I want to try to do this for every year of my making YTPs. Just taking my favorite joke or jokes from different YTPs. I want to try to add a little bit of each YTP. Then I'm also going to do a video where I just talk about the mistakes that I made in my first year of YTP. Like just talking about each individual video and the issues that I made, the problems that I made with each one of the videos. For example, the YTP that I'm uploading for the 50-minute collab challenge, it's really short. It's only 40 seconds long. And I only made it in only 50 minutes, so there's really not a whole lot to talk about with that one. But the one thing that I will mention as a mistake in that is the fact that there is a watermark on the top left corner of the video source that I was using that I didn't realize was there until I was like 20 minutes into making the video, so it was too late to crop it out. And I know it's not really a huge issue, but I'll be sorting the problems I made with least concern to the worst problem. I don't know exactly what I'll call them, but so that'll probably be like at the very bottom of the list. That's why I'm talking about that one here, to not spoil anything. And the point of this is just to kind of help me in the future to kind of look back, and in the present really, to look at the videos I've made and see the problems I've made and point them out, and then hopefully learn from them, and also for other YouTube poopers to also hopefully learn from my mistakes. Another thing I want to do is, I've never deleted a single video from my channel. I had one video removed due to a copyright strike from Full Screen Inc., I want to say is what they're called. It was Kids React YTP, but that's the only video I've ever posted, ever uploaded that ever has been removed. And I might end up trying to re-upload that someday, like, kind of mirror it or add a border to it, crop it down, something like that, but I don't want to experiment with that just yet. When I have the FruityStories collab on the way, I don't want to split it up into multiple parts, but anyway, so I haven't deleted any of my announcement videos, updates. I've only done a few, but each one of my updates and announcements that I make, I put effort into all of them. Even like my Twitter one, which was only, Twitter announcement, which I think was 14 seconds long, and it's just text on a screen. Even that took me like an hour to put together. It's really simplistic, but I put effort into it. So I made that one unlisted right now, and I also have the announcement video for my Q&A unlisted, and this video will eventually become unlisted too because it's going to become irrelevant at some point, but you know, by November. But I'm going to make a folder of just my unlisted videos, and I'm not sure when that's going to come out. I'll try to make that this month, like I said. But anyway, then there's also, you know, I've been on YouTube way longer than I've been making YouTube poops. My non-poop channel that I have, I started, I think, October 6th in 2008, so it's been 7 years since I've been first started YouTube, and I've made, I think, over 100 videos on my non-poop channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video that'll tell you where to find my other non-poop videos. And you know, it's not to try to trick you into watching my other stuff and try to get that recognition or whatever. It's just, you know, if someone like The Things One had a channel where he just uploaded original content, original sketch videos, stuff like that, I'd be interested in watching it. So I'll be making that, and in that video, you know, I'll show clips of different videos that I've made, so that way, even if you don't really want to go check my stuff out, you'll at least be able to see what I have. I've gotten a lot of comments, I mean, on Larry Man in the Friggin' Outer Space. I want to say I have something like almost 500 comments on that video alone. And that's definitely my most commented video, but there's a lot of comments that, like, I maybe didn't see them right away because YouTube for a while, they stopped sending me emails anytime I got a comment, and that's the way that I'd find out about new comments. So I missed a big group of comments, and then there's other comments that are just, I didn't reply to because it would have been too long to just do a text reply, or it would have come off sounding like I was just upset at them, even though I wasn't, you know, because you can only tell so much of what a person means through a comment. And you know, and sometimes there's some comments that are just straight up bizarre. So I was looking through, and I'm going to do a sort of, after I came up with the idea for it, I realized it was really similar to I Hate Everything's comment comeback, or, you know, similar videos like that, where I'm just going to be reading through comments and kind of just reacting to ones that I didn't reply to, or maybe some that I did reply to but I need to clarify, or just, like I said, they're just so weird that I think you guys should see them, or something like that. So I might only do that this one year, because I think that if I keep doing it year after year, people are going to catch on and start leaving intentionally obnoxious comments, and that would just take the fun out of it. I think the last thing I'll be doing in October, I really hope I didn't forget anything, but I'm going to do I don't want to say what it is, but it's going to be a pretty big project for the end of the month. I want to upload it October 31st, and hopefully I'll get it done. Like I said, I don't want to say too much about it, but if I do it right, I think it's going to be really cool. If I do it wrong, it's going to suck, but hopefully I'll do it right. And now for just a couple of quick things about in the future. I already have another collab figured out what I want to do. It's going to be sort of a challenge, I guess. You know, now that I think more about it, I've had it planned out for quite a while now, but it's really going to be more of like a challenge. It's going to be more for, I'll be looking more for experienced YTPers rather than FruityStories. It's just kind of, you know, anybody can do it. I've had at least one entry now where it's their first YTP, and so, and with this next one, it's not like I'm going to reject people who don't have any subscribers or any videos or anything like that. It's just, I think it'll be easier for people who have YTP experience. And I'm not going to say much about it, but, and it's going to be a little ways away. I want to upload the announcement video for it at midnight on January 1st, just for fun, just to say it's the first collab of the year, 2016. But, yeah, I'll get more information on that on January 1st. The other thing is that I will be doing another Q&A, because my last Q&A I did, you know, I only had not even quite 300 subscribers when I released the announcement video for the Q&A. So yeah, I've come a long way in terms of subscribers, and And my first Q&A, I'm not very happy with the way that turned out. I thought it was kind of crappy. You know, I do have a thing planned out for how I'm going to do the next one, make it more entertaining. I think what I'm going to do is just answer the questions and then upload each question as a separate video. And so that way I can go on, rant on for however long, maybe 20 minutes for each question if it comes to that, just however long I feel like talking about it. And then rather than having one 3-hour long Q&A or something like that, I'll just have, I'll just upload a public video that's the way to start off the Q&A, and then that'll link to a playlist which will have all the individual videos which will be unlisted. They won't end up in the unlisted videos full playlist because they have their own playlist. Like I said, it'll just be more accessible. The last one I did is like almost an hour long, and I haven't even watched. I watched through it, when I was editing it. I had to, but after that, I can't make it through. It's terrible. Somewhere in late December, probably around Christmas time, somewhere around there, I'll upload a video where you can leave your questions for the Q&A, and yeah, I want to try to get it up, the actual video itself, the Q&A, uploaded on January 5th, which will be my 22nd birthday. That's going to be a lot of work depending on how many questions I get. And you can still ask, you'll still be able to ask stupid random questions. It'll take like 2 seconds to answer, and I'll maybe just clump those together in 1 or 2 videos that are 5-10 minutes long each, something like that. Don't leave questions here or anywhere else, just wait till the actual video for the Q&A itself is uploaded somewhere around Christmas. So yeah, I guess for right now, there's, like I said, there won't be any real YTP material coming out until November. So in the meantime, you can go back and watch the original Fruity Stories collab on Young J97's channel. It's in 2 parts. And at the very least, you should go look through the comments section, because it's kind of interesting to read through the comments. There's a lot of YouTubers there who are just getting started out. Nothing like huge name YouTubers, but it's kind of funny to kind of see what people's initial reaction was to the Fruity Stories collab. It's only been a year, but a lot has changed in a year. This is my dog. His name is Bilbo.